Your kid already fulfilled their filial piety when they were little way earlier than you ever expected, and in ways that are so pure, so unfiltered, you might have missed them entirely. We grow up with this idea that filial piety is a future promise, a debt our kids owe us for all the late nights, the sacrifices, the endless care we pour into them. We picture it as them buying us a house when we're old, calling every day to check in, or stepping in to take care of us when we can't take care of ourselves. It's this big grand gesture we wait for, like a reward for all our hard work as parents. But let me tell you something, you've been waiting for the wrong thing. You think filial piety is them repaying you when they grow up, this distant adult version of love that comes with a price tag or a sense of obligation. You imagine them providing for you after they've made it in life, after they've checked all the boxes. Good job, nice home, stable life. You think that's when they'll pay you back for everything you've done. But that's not it. That's not the love that heals, that transforms, that makes parenthood the sacred journey it's meant to be. The truth is, filial piety isn't about future repayment. It's about the here and now, the tiny fleeting moments that slip through our fingers if we're not paying attention. It's the way your toddler's face lights up the second you walk in the door, like you've been gone for years, instead of just a few hours. It's the way they cling to your leg when you're trying to cook, not because they're being a nuisance, but because your presence is their safe place. That's filial piety, that's love in its rawest form. But that's not it. The true filial piety, they've already gone above and beyond anything you could ever ask for. It's not in the big moments you're waiting for. It's in every single moment. They love you unconditionally, without judgment, without holding back. Kids don't love with conditions. They love with their whole hearts, even when you're at your worst, even when you're tired, even when you snap at them for no reason. That's the kind of love we spend our whole lives searching for. And it's right there in front of us, in the form of our own children. Think about it. When you come home exhausted, your shoulders slouched, your mind racing from a long day at work, the last thing you feel like doing is being on as a parent. But then you hear those tiny footsteps, and suddenly there they are, your little one, stumbling right into your arms, their arms wrapped around your neck as tight as they can, their head resting on your shoulder like you're the only person in the world who can make everything better. That's not just a hug. That's them using their whole life to say, "You are my entire world. You are everything to me." They don't care if you're messy, if you're stressed, if you didn't have time to make them a fancy dinner. They just care that you're home. That's filial piety, loving you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. When you lose your temper and snap at them, when you raise your voice because you're overwhelmed, when you say things you don't mean, what do? They don't hold a grudge. They don't walk away. They don't make you feel guilty. Instead, they stand there, tears still on their face, their little hand reaching out for your hug, as if to say, "I'm hurt, but I still love you. I forgive you." That's them teaching you in the most innocent way possible that love can overcome all hurt. It's a lesson we adults struggle to learn. We hold on to anger, we keep score, we let pride get in the way. But kids, they love freely, they forgive easily, and they remind us that love isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up even when it's hard. When they split their most cherished snack with you half and half, their favorite cookie, their go-to candy, the last bite of their ice cream, they're not just being nice. They're not expecting anything in return. They're doing it because they love you. And when you love someone, you want to share the best parts of your life with them. Or when they hand you a gem they found on the ground, a rock, a shiny shell, a crumpled piece of paper they colored. They're not giving you something worthless. They're giving you the most precious thing they have, in their eyes. That rock is a treasure, and they want to give it to you because you're their treasure. That's them living out the purest truth. Everything I have, I give to you. You deserve the best of me, even if the best of me is just a rock from the sidewalk. This isn't taking. It's them healing the part of you that never felt truly loved. The part of you that still craves the unconditional acceptance you might not have gotten as a child. We all have that little voice inside us that says, "Am I enough? Do I deserve to be loved just for being me?" And then our kids come along and they love us so fiercely, so unconditionally, that they quiet that voice. If only for a moment, they heal us in the clumsiest, most sincere way possible, just by being themselves. You think you're raising them, teaching them how to walk, how to talk, how to be kind, how to navigate the world. But actually, they're waking you up. They're like a clear mirror held up to your soul, showing you your anxiety, your need to control every little thing, the wounds you haven't healed yet, the parts of yourself you've been hiding from. Every time you get frustrated because they won't listen, every time you feel overwhelmed because they're too much, every time you snap because you're triggered, those moments aren't accidents. They're not your kid being difficult. Every parent, child conflict is them reminding you there's still work here for you to do. There's a part of you that needs to heal, a part of you that needs to let go, a part of you that needs to learn how to love more freely. They didn't come to check off a filial piety KPI for you. They didn't come to make you look good, to fulfill your unmet dreams, or to be the perfect child you always wanted. On the contrary, they're the Buddha sent to guide you, the teacher sent to wake you up, the light sent to heal you. With their pure, unconditional love, they help you cross the river of your emotions. The anger, the fear, the guilt, the overwhelm. They help you cross the river of your need to control, teaching you that sometimes the best thing you can do is let go, trust, and love without conditions. They walk with you through every struggle, every mistake, every moment of growth, until you finally understand love isn't about investment and return. It's not about, I did this for you, so you owe me that. It's about seeing someone for who they are and loving them anyway. It's about fulfilling their needs, not because you expect something in return. So stop using their future filial piety as a bargaining chip for what you give today. Stop keeping score. Stop saying to them, I've sacrificed so much for you, you owe me. Because the truth is, you don't owe them anything, and they don't owe you anything. Parenthood isn't a transaction. It's a gift, and your child has already given you the most precious gift you'll ever receive. They've given you the chance to love and be loved unconditionally, the chance to heal your own wounds, the chance to grow into a better version of yourself. They let you experience love without conditions, the kind of love we all crave but rarely get to feel. They let you see the inherent goodness of life in their laughter, their curiosity, their ability to find joy in the smallest things. They push you to grow into a better person because you want to be worthy of their love, because you want to teach them how to love well, because they make you want to be the best version of yourself. Starting today, shift your perspective. You're not raising a kid who will repay you someday. You're not raising a child to check a box or fulfill an obligation. You're accompanying a bodhisattva who's guiding you with their life, walking through this precious journey of spiritual practice together. They're here to teach you, to heal you, to wake you up, and to remind you of what true love really is. When you understand this supreme filial piety they've already fulfilled, when you see the love in their tiny gestures, their forgiveness, their unwavering trust, The love between you will change. It will shift from a heavy debt, a transaction where you're always waiting for repayment, back to a light, beautiful gift, something you cherish, something you don't take for granted, something that fills your heart with joy. Hey friends, if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button below. This is Sacred Dharma, where we talk about love, healing, and the beautiful lessons life sends our way. Parenthood is one of the greatest spiritual journeys we'll ever embark on, and you don't have to walk it alone. Drop a comment down below. When was the last time your kid taught you a lesson about love? Was it a hug after you snapped at them? A tiny gift they gave you? A moment of forgiveness that took your breath away? Let's connect in the comments. Share your story, because we all need to hear that we're not alone in this. And don't forget to like this video and share it with any parent who needs to hear this today, any parent who's feeling burnt out, any parent who's keeping score, any parent who's forgotten just how much their child already loves them. Together, we're building a community of mindful, heart-centered parents who understand that parenthood isn't about raising perfect kids. It's about growing together, healing together, and loving together. Thank you so much for watching, friends. Remember, you're not just a parent. You're a student, a learner, a soul on a journey, and you'll see you in the next one. You think filial piety is them repaying you when they grow up, providing for you after they've made it in life. But that's not it. The true filial piety, they've already gone above and beyond. It's in every single moment. They love you unconditionally. When you come home exhausted and they stumble right into your arms, that's them using their whole life to say, "You are my entire world." When you lose your temper and snap at them and they reach for your hug with tears still on their face, that's them teaching you love can overcome all hurt. When they split their most cherished snack with you half and half, or hand you a gem they found on the ground, that's them living out the purest truth. Everything I have, I give to you. This isn't taking, it's them healing the part of you that never felt truly loved in the clumsiest, most sincere way possible. You think you're raising them, but actually they're waking you up. They're like a clear mirror, showing you your anxiety, your need to control, the wounds you haven't healed yet. Every parent-child conflict is them reminding you, there's still work here for you to do. They didn't come to check off a filial piety KPI for you. On the contrary, they're the Buddha sent to guide you. With their pure, unconditional love, they help you cross the river of your emotions, cross the river of your need to control, until you finally understand. Love isn't about investment and return. It's about seeing and fulfilling. So stop using their future filial piety as a bargaining chip for what you give today. Stop saying to them, "I've sacrificed so much for you. You owe me." They've already given you the most precious gift you'll ever receive. They let you experience love without conditions. They let you see the inherent goodness of life. They push you to grow into a better person. Starting today, shift your perspective. You're not raising a kid who will repay you someday. You're accompanying a bodhisattva who's guiding you with their life, walking through this precious journey of spiritual practice together. When you understand this supreme filial piety they've already fulfilled, the love between you will change from a heavy debt back to a light, beautiful gift. Hey friends, if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button below. This is Sacred Dharma, where we talk about love, healing, and the beautiful lessons life sends out. Drop a comment down below. When was the last time your kid taught you a lesson about love? Let's connect in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and share it with any parent who needs to hear this today. See you in the next one.